Today's secret is tomorrow's scandals. But today's secret place is tomorrow's supernatural. Today's prayer is tomorrow's power. Today's submission is tomorrow's success. Today's fasting is tomorrow's glory. Today's purity is tomorrow's pleasure. But today's secret flirtation is tomorrow's sexual addiction. Every person under the sound of my voice is hiding something. And it's good to hide something. But it's important to hide the presence of Jesus. It's important to live a secret life with God that nobody knows about, but they will see the fruits of it down the road. When a husband and a wife has an intimacy, you see the wife carrying a belly very soon. Now, you don't see the intimacy, because any intimacy that is public is pornography. That's why some of you are in your secret place and you don't have to post it to prove it. Your fruit will prove it. And some of us feel the pressure when we're reading the Bible to screenshot it and post it on Instagram so everybody thinks you're spiritual. But everybody knows that's superficial. Because the real fruit of your intimacy is not your Instagram story, it is your fruit. It is the fruit you bear in your ministry. It is the fruit you bear in your life. It is the fruit that you bear in your life. It's a supernatural. It's carrying a belly. It's carrying a growth in your life. It's not an Instagram story. It's not a Facebook post. It is a fruit. And you can't fake fruit. Come on, somebody. Touch your neighbor and say, what are you hiding? Don't let them answer. Respond to your neighbor, say, it's a secret. 3 secret things God wants us to hide. Matthew 6:4, it says that your charitable deed may be in secret, and your Father who sees in secret will Himself reward you openly. The first secret every person should have is their giving. Is their sacrificial giving. The second secret that we should have, and it's in the same chapter, Matthew chapter 6 verse 6, it says, but when you pray, go into your room, and when you have shut your door, pray to your Father who is in a secret place, and your Father who sees in secret will reward you openly. The second secret everybody should have is a life of prayer. And I want us to see the third secret, Matthew chapter 6 verse 18. So that you do not appear to men to be fasting, but to your Father who is in a secret place. And your Father who sees in secret will reward you openly. The third secret is fasting. Now I want you to notice Jesus tells us 3 secret things we should do. Discipleship, evangelism, leadership are not secrets. These are public things that we do. Worship, when we do in public, is the public things. But the secret things Jesus wants us to do, like Rahab did, is prayer, is fasting, and is giving. Why these 3 secrets? Because we also have 3 main enemies: pride, lust, and greed. Prayer cancels pride. Fasting cancels lust. And giving cancels greed. So Jesus is saying you have 3 main enemies attacking your spiritual growth, and I want you to secretly develop this system and a habit. Secretly begin to give, secretly begin to pray, secretly begin to fast, and while you're doing it to please the Father instead of being known by men, you're actually defeating 3 main enemies Satan sends to stop your spiritual growth. Come on, somebody. The real reason people don't pray is not because they're busy, it's because they're proud. Prayer is the greatest assault on pride, and prayerlessness is the greatest form of pride. If you're not praying, it's not because you're busy, it's because you are proud. Because you think you can do it without God. If you don't pray, you stray. If you want to walk with God, you gotta live a life of secret prayer. This doesn't mean that you can't pray with your family, but if the only time you're praying is publicly at church, that's not secret enough. Your walk with God has to be in secret, and one of the first things that must be, the first secret is prayer. The second secret that we just mentioned, and that is the fasting. Now I understand that we live in a generation today where most of us will die from overeating, not from fasting.